Hi guys, how's it going and all of that out there? I mean, hope you're all doing well and everything else. And now we've got a few things sorted my end, guys. Yes, I am now basically decided to use this account. I know some people are like shocked. I mean, they see it just like these videos by these speakers and all of that and so forth. But anytime I post something on my channel, this channel, right? And I've got a few other channels as well. But when I put something on this channel that's from me, some people are like, "Oh, you can't be doing that." I'm like, "Yes, I can. It's my channel." Yeah, I mean, so what I'm going to talk about today, guys, is it's something related to me and to other people. But I mean, because the lady that I'm speaking to and all of that has told me that she is being controlled by somebody. That's why the Australia thing is there, and the region. I tell you the reason why as well. Yeah, I mean, it's around about years somewhere. Anyway, where is the? Let me just type it here, guys. Right. Oops, my spelling is being a bit what you call it. Yeah, that location, right? Down in that region, right? And reason why, um, because she's fallen in love with someone and all that. Well, basically me, and and the person that's in the same complex as her and all of that and everything, right? This person is allegedly supposed to be a friend, right? He is supposed to be a friend of hers, right? But because she wants to move across away from Australia, because she's told me, she wants to leave Australia, to to do other things, right? And we've been talking for a while, and she's fallen in love with me, and then I end up falling in love with her back. And I mean, well, not her back, but I fall in love with everything she does and everything like that. And this bloke, basically is, I can't go into the ins and outs of everything, right? But because she's got a couple of problems, with the bank, because she needs help to get a passcode off the council and all of that. Yeah, I mean, and you would think, as a friend, he would help out and everything. No. Yeah, I mean, because I have had friends that have gone out with girls that I like, but I haven't been selfish. I haven't been an idiot or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because I've always seen it as right. The lady's not my property. You know what I mean, and all that. You know what I mean, and and she's nobody. The lady's nobody's property. You know what I mean? So she can make her own mind up as well as he can, as well as I can. That's the way me and my friends have always done things, you know what I mean? And we've always, respected each other for that, you know what I mean? And, yeah, it hurts, when you see somebody going out with somebody you like, but you've got to be man enough or woman enough and all that to accept, okay, fair enough, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, that person's never going to be with you, so you just let them have their happiness, while you go off and find your own, you know what I mean? But in this case, yeah, we both, me and her, have now seen signs. Even if she was with him, he would be abusive and all that, and controlling and this, that, and everything. So it's kind of a blessing that me and her fall in love with one another. Because now she's starting to see what he's really, really like. Manipulative, controlling, this, that, and everything, right? And the thing is, I've already helped her out in many different ways, already, and she's already flown across to me, and she had to go back and sort out a few financial things, you know what I mean? But he is not willing to help her to unfreeze her bank account, you know what I mean? Because she's paid the tax office. The tax office wants to send a passcode, but her phone's broke, so she thought, oh no, I'll ask my friend. But he's going, no, because he knows once she unlocks her bank account, she's going to be flying back straight to me. And he is being very, 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 immature, childish, and all of that. And think about it, because I know, it's going to sound wrong wherever I say it, so I'm going to just say it, okay, guys? I know a lot of ladies that are very beautiful, intelligent and all of that, and so forth, right? And basically, I said, I know a lot of lovely ladies and all of that and so forth, but you've got to change, because otherwise, if you don't change, and you're going to be manipulative, controlling this, that, and everything, no lady will want to be with you. If you're going to be an abusive piece of shit, basically, then no lady is going to be with you. No. But he's like, no, I know better, sort of thing. And I'm like, that sort of attitude, might land him one day if he's abusive to a lady, maybe break her bones, or punch her in the face or whatever, sort of thing. He's not doing anything like that right now, but he's not doing anything like that. Well, not to what I know of, anyway. But let's say he's not doing that stuff right now, right? But say if he goes into a relationship and then he doesn't get his way, this, that, and so forth, and all of that, and then boom, yeah, exactly. So he's not painting a very good picture of first impressions with me. And plus, I've done psychology and all of that. I'm seeing the telling signs as well very quickly on. And when I speak to my mates and all that, they say that guy sounds like a right creep, a right jerk, a right arsehole. And then all of a sudden, I tell the lady I'm in love with, and what I think of him and all that, and I tell her, what he's doing and so forth. At first, she's like, no, I don't think he's doing that. But now she's like, what you've been saying has been absolutely spot on. And my friends have said the same as well. What I've been saying. So basically, what she said, me and my friends are spot on what we've been saying and all that. And the thing is as well, what this guy doesn't realize, this person is a journalist. If she goes out of sight from the journalistic world, they're gonna come down knocking on his door and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" And all of that, right? So this person doesn't realize he's creating a very deep hole for himself. This is what he doesn't realize. He thinks he's being, I'm being the boss, the king here, and all of that, thinking he's in control. But he doesn't realize, what you call it. Let's say, for argument's sake, right? You got this little bit here, right? Say he's thinking, right, oh, I'm in control here. But what he doesn't realize, it's like the surrounding regions, let's say, you got this bit here, then you got things over here and all that, And say, these are like the people from the journalistic world, then you got people from the feminist groups and all that, and you got, And then we all start going towards, say, that direction, and we're like, hey, cut your bullshit out. He's going to look so small, insignificant. He's trying to behave like a god, which is also blasphemy, I'm going to say. Like, I am the god and all of that. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And I'm calling it out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because all I'm seeing, she's told me not to say anything and all of that, and at the beginning, and then now she's starting to realize, what I'm saying is what and so forth. But the thing is, there's no solution being brought forward, no proper solution. I've done things her way, and she's getting worse and worse and worse. Because she's not eating properly. With his bills, coming in and all that and so forth, and he's got to realize she's gonna leave no matter what. She's gonna leave no matter what. And the thing is as well, what he doesn't realize, and I said to her this morning, if it wasn't me, you would be dating someone else and not him. Because he is showing signs that she's made the right call, not to go with him, but to go with someone else. This is what he doesn't realize. I can see it a mile off, If I wasn't on the scenes, she'd probably be with someone else, But not him. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with some people. They think, oh, I can control you because I want you to be mine and only mine. I've seen this, with a few friends of mine that which are now not friends, and I've kicked them from my life. I'm like, you shouldn't be treating people like that. They're not your slaves. Get out of my life. You know what I mean? And and the ladies then have ended up being friends of mine. You know what I mean? So we never went out with one another. You know what I mean? The ladies. You know what I mean? But we became friends, and I moved away for a bit, came back, and then when I see him now out and about and so forth, they say hi and all of that, and so and but still, I mean, you cannot go around controlling people unless you both are lovers and so forth. Anyone who would role play control, that's a different thing. You know what I mean? But I mean, saying, hey, I'll be submissive tonight, and you take charge, and then and then another night, then you reverse it, and then another night, both of you, you know what I mean, fight for dominance in a fun way. That that sounds okay, but when you've got like an arsehole that's doing this, and he lives down in Sydney and all that and so forth. And this guy, to be honest, he is a piece of shit. He's no man. To control a lady in this way, making her sad, making her feel sick and all that and so forth. That is not a man. End of the day, you know what I mean? And he told her, block me so he can help her. What a controlling piece of shit that is, right? You know what I mean? And think of it. Can you imagine there's ladies that do like him right now? You know what I mean? There's ladies down that way that are like, oh, I wouldn't mind going out with him. And they start hearing this. Like, wait a minute. I know a guy who does, knows a journalist and all of that. And he likes this journalist. But could this be the same one? They could turn around to him and say, no. Come on, he then turns up one day to one of them and said, hey, I want to go out with you. And they turn around to him and go, no, we've heard what you've been doing. We do not want to go with you because you are a controlling piece of shit. You're trying to stop two people who are mad in love with one another. They're soulmates for one another. They this, that. And you're trying to get in the way because of your jealousy. And the thing is as well, he doesn't respect her for her. He only sees her for her body and that's it. He doesn't respect her for her. Because when we first got talking and everything else, right, I was just happy talking to her, and I was off doing my own thing. I was jumping on Twitch, jumping on this, that, and everything, doing my shows and so forth. And I just thought, okay, we're friends. And I put myself in the friend zone because I didn't, because I didn't see myself dating this year. I thought I'd be dating next year or whatever, And then all of a sudden, we got talking and I noticed she started fighting for me. I started fighting for her, And then she fell in love with me. I started falling in love with her. She said, any woman goes near you, I'll fight him to the death. And I was like, whoa, okay, she's really does love me, And I just been falling deeper and deeper in love with her ever since, And I've been doing stuff for her, because end of the day, she's my lady. End of the day, you do things for your lady. I've sent $4,000 over to her and all of that, and which has made me now, with hardly any money in my bank account now. But you do these things. You put, when you truly love someone, you put in the sacrifices. She sacrificed coming over, to me, and then had to go back and, and sort things out with a bank, which is friend of hers, so-called friend, I should say. So he'd rather us be miserable for his happiness. And to be honest, all he's doing is pissing me off, and that's why I've come on this video, guys, because he's pissing me off, to be honest. And if I ever get the money to go out there, I feel sorry for Sydney. I do, because I'd be like Godzilla going through the place, and I love Sydney. I love it to bits, but You know what I mean? I love the opera house and all of that. You know what I mean? I would love to go to the opera house, but I don't go there angry and then whole of Sydney just breaks down in pieces and all. I kind of tear it apart trying to find the bastard. You know what I mean? Then again, I was just sitting, you know what I mean? I'd have a laptop with me and I'll just send a message to, I'm here in Sydney. You know what I mean? But money wise, I haven't got the money to do it. You know what I mean? I am well and truly pissed off at this guy. You know what I mean? I'm well and truly, absolutely pissed off at him. You know what I mean? She's finally met somebody, you know what I mean, that truly loves her and she truly loves me back. And yet we got this little piece of microbe, this little scum, you know what I mean, because he's jealous and everything, you know what I mean? And he, you know what I mean, the guy needs to move on. There's plenty of women out there and so forth. And unfortunately, by the way he's behaving, yeah, he's gonna shorten his choices, you know, by by a large mile. You know what I mean? He's he's gonna. You know what I mean, this is the thing. You know what I mean? And the thing is, he does remind me of somebody I used to know. You know what I mean, I used to see it. Let me just pour this a little bit. I used to see it all the time with friends, strangers, and all of that. Yeah, I mean, they they sort of like they have all this time in the world when the other person not dating anybody, and they think, oh, I got plenty of time, and then once that other person finds somebody else, oh, and they try and stop it all, break it all up, and all because of jealousy and all that, and then jealousy can end up in murder and all that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't say people end up murdering. No, all I saw was like this bit of hatred and all of that and so forth, and you can see it in their eyes. They did nothing, but you can see it in the eyes, they didn't like it, and they did try one or two things to split them up, but that was it. You know what I mean? But those people that you know what I mean, we stayed together in love and all that, while the person with jealousy, you know what I mean, went off in a different direction. But yeah, you know what I mean. In some cases, we've seen that. You know, what I mean, from through crime reports and all that, jealousy can make people do heinous things, all that. And it was like me. There was somebody I know I loved and all that, and I mean, it hurt me. You know what I mean, because they went out with someone else and everything else. But at the same time, when they were speaking to me, I mean, I said, congratulations and all that and so forth. And I hope you guys, happy. I was being nice and all of that. I got back home. I was like, bugger. But you get on with it. I mean, you know, there's plenty more out there, and I mean, it's been over 20 years since that incident. I mean, back then, I mean, where I was like, oh, you had to go with someone else. I mean, and I mean, and it lasted. I mean, but I knew the following morning, I just got up and thought, you know what, dust yourself down and all of that. Get back out there. You know what I mean? That person's with somebody else. You just got to get back out there. Despite my heart was in bits, mind you, I was like there was like tears and all of that. In the bathroom, brushing my teeth and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you just get back out there, and I know what I mean. And years later, now I found my soulmate. You know what I mean? So, and this is what this I mean, this is what this idiot didn't realize. You know what I mean? Me and her have realized we are each other's soulmates. You know what I mean? Despite, and the thing is, Australia's not even her place of birth and all that. You know what I mean? We both have, not from Australia and all that. You know what I mean? And for us, you know what I mean? And I got family in Australia, you know what I mean, and so forth, which I'm trying to contact for them to go down and help her out. You know what I mean? I can't get hold of them, but the thing is, yeah, I mean, to be an absolute miserable bastard, right? To destroy two people who are, I mean, absolutely crazy in love. We want to get married. That's how much in love we are. We want to get married and so forth. You know what I mean? And this guy is trying to stop that. You know what I mean? And but yeah, it's mental. It's absolutely mental. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm trying to get some funds together, you know what I mean, so I could send it out to her still and help her out and all of that, you know what I mean, because she's not eating properly, you know, because her account is frozen, so she's got no money apart from what I send her, and so yeah, this guy is an absolute creep. End of the day, you know what I mean. He's happy for her to use his phone on a level where I'm sending money out there so she can eat, and that's about it. You know what I mean? So why can't he then, you know what I mean, let a parcel go through where she can get the money so she can keep eating with her own money? You know what I mean? It's this guy is a manipulative, controlling freak. I don't care, you know what I mean, if he doesn't like what I'm saying. Because what he's been calling me, you know what I mean, I've been biting my lip for about a month and a half now. And I don't normally bite my lip that long. You know what I mean? Because I normally do my own shows. You know what I mean? You know, when I do like Lionheart show, and I speak out. You know what I mean? I don't hold back normally, but for her, I held back. You know what I mean? But now it's getting to the point where her life is getting. You know what I mean? To the point where it's in danger. You know what I mean? Where you know what I mean? To the point where you know, what I mean, her laptop lead has broke, so she won't be able to contact me soon. You know, because there'll be no power in her laptop, and I will not know what's going on. I will not know. You know what I mean? And if I do send the money to his phone, I don't know if he'll mention it to her or just keep the money. You know what I mean? So you know, until we get her a new phone. You know what I mean? So it's yeah, I love this lady, but he is. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just. But yeah. So anyway, the only thing I can do is just keep searching, you know, for money around my place, and I mean, I can't ask family and friends because they, you know, I mean, and they are broke. You know, what I mean, they got no money, and but yeah, it's just one of those things, guys. It's one of those things. I don't know what to do. I mean, later on, I'll probably come up with an idea or so forth and everything, but that guy needs to be exposed. You know what I mean? I wish I knew his name so I could say it. I think that's why she hasn't given me his name because she knows I'll just say it. but but yeah, he's an absolute creep. You know what I mean, I've never. You know what I mean, and the thing is, I mean, I bought her, you know, because she wanted a doll. You know, she's in her 30s, right? And I bought her a doll because she said it looks like her. So okay, fair enough. You know, each to my mum, you know, until you know the day she died. You know, I mean, she was into dolls and all that. I thought, okay, fair enough. I mean, I mean, I'm into puppets, so I mean, we made a great match. You know what I mean? And we're both journalists. We both write articles. We both do this. You know, so we're suited for one another. You know what I mean? And 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 yet he, you know, what I could tell is not into the things. And the thing is, he didn't realize our workload is dangerous. Our workload, what we do, puts us in danger. So if he's thinking he can control her and all of that, then you know what I mean, is he willing then to take all this danger that me and her go through? You know what I mean, you know, those are stories for another time. But what we do is life threatening to us. So is he saying, yeah, I mean, he's willing to have his life threatened and killed and all of that and everything? Because by the sounds of him, nah. Yeah, I mean, because what I've know of him now from first impressions, this guy is a piece of shit, and he will not stand up for anything. You know what I mean? So, but he's one of those weasels that control women. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, guys, you guys take care. You know what I mean? Stay positive and all of that. I know I sound like I'm about to rip, you know, a building in half, but still. I'm trying to stay positive just for her. You know, I'm trying to stay calm and all of that just for her. But yeah, this guy is an absolute piece of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, if any men in the area are down there and you've got a rough idea who I'm talking about and you want to knock his head off, I mean, feel free because, you know, I mean, men who control women and all that and so forth and abuse women and stuff like that, You know, it doesn't have to be physical abuse. You know what I mean? It can be mental abuse, and it is mental abuse what he's doing to her. Yeah, I mean, a guy like that. You know what I mean? I wish I was in Australia, but if you guys know who I'm talking about and all that, and you know the journalists I'm talking about and all that, and you know roughly where they live, and you know the guy that she hangs out with, you know what I mean? Because she's now realized in the last week or so that basically, you know what I mean, that they weren't really friends. I mean, so she's gonna be kicking him to one side when she's. I mean, she just needs somebody to help her. You know what I mean, when she gets her bank unlocked and all that, she can throw this guy to one side. You know what I mean? Because he's been an absolute arsehole towards her. Because the thing is, as well, it's like she's now realised that he's only been nice to her because he's been wanting to have sex with her, and that's it. You know what I mean? Well, I've would be nice to her, and I'm still nice to her, and all of that, and so forth, because I see how intelligent she is. I see how nice she is to people and caring and stuff like that. And I thought, you know, I want to be friends with her. You know what I mean? So we became friends. And I'm doing my own thing, you know what I mean? And the thing is, I was sort of like, you know, writing my own, you know, lyrics to songs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And my workload was taking up time, and then we just happened to notice one another. She noticed me first, fell in love with me, and I noticed her. Then I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? There's noticing as friends, and there's noticing then that it's like, oh, you want to be together. She noticed she wanted to be with me first, and then I noticed afterwards. So yeah, I mean, and and to be honest, we despite all this going on, we have made like moments for each other where they're so beautiful and stuff like that. And despite all this going on, we still manage to carve time for ourselves, you know what I mean, to enjoy each other and to show love towards one another and stuff like that. And it's, you know, but yeah, as soon as we get rid of this prick, the better, you know what I mean? As soon as we get a bank account sorted, you know what I mean, because she's got, you know what I mean? She said once that's unlocked, she's out of Sydney, and then we're living together, you know what I mean? But I mean, there's some creeps out there, man. You know what I mean? Now, unfortunately, she's got the male version, and some people have the female version, don't they? Well, I mean, where they're like, "Oh no, you cannot." You know what I mean? I don't want you to go with her. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully everything will sort itself out, guys, and everything else. You know what I mean? I do run a store and all of that, you know, with products and all of that. I don't know when I'd put my coffee thing below and my XRP down below. I don't know. But God, hopefully we can get this thing sorted. And I just realised I'm getting a bit of deja vu right now as well. But you probably noticed my tongue slowed down a bit. Yeah, but yeah, guys, you guys take care and have a good day and all of that. And just remember, with the people you're with and all of that you love and all of that, yeah, I mean, cherish them, because you don't know who's gonna try and divide you. You know what I mean? So take care, guys, and stay positive, and make sure you get plenty of food and water and everything like that, because governments don't help us. Take care.